Hello and welcome to the Vineyard View. I'm your host, Ann Bassett, coming to you from MVTV, community television here on Martha's Vineyard Island. Today, my guest is LiNa Palmer. Now, you've seen LiNa before. She's done cooking shows, LiNa's Asian Kitchen, which you can look some of those up. Fabulous recipes, delicious food. She's an incredible cook. But LiNa's day job for many, many years has been underground fashion, and she has had the most elegant boutique in Falmouth. But now she's going big time. She's going from the retail level of fashion, because she's seen fashion from all sides. Now she's going to have a showroom, and she's going to be showcasing some Korean fashion houses. She's going to tell us all about it. So, LiNa, thank you for being here.
Hi, Ann. Thanks for having me.
Now, explain NK Showroom.
NK Showroom, lots of people asking what does the NK stands for. NK basically stands for Nikki. Now, where's the Nikki, the nickname came from? As you know, my name is LiNa Nicole Palmer. So some people get misunderstanding Nicole as my first name. LiNa actually is my Korean name as a separate two words by LiNa. So Nicole is what we use. Nikki is the nickname given from my grandparents. So I couldn't say Nicole Showroom or LiNa Showroom, so I came up with the grandparents gave me a nickname as Nikki, so it stands for NK.
Terrific. Now, you and I have talked before. You were born in South Korea. Mm-hmm. You lived in Hong Kong for many years, which is where you met your husband, Rick.
Correct.
And then you raised Eric there for many years until he was going to be high school age. And you and Rick wanted him to have a U.S. education. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so you built a beautiful house in Falmouth so that Eric could go to Falmouth Academy. Mm-hmm. And I had the privilege of interviewing Eric this year, and I'm going to refer people to have a chance to see that. Very interesting. University of Florida student, very bright, has an incredible future, and it was great listening to his life. But your life has just changed, right, and you are now going to do a showroom. So explain from the beginning how that works.
Well, it's very hard to understanding what I really need. I always thought I want to do this and I want to do this. And after a while, and I said that wasn't enough for me. I mean, I want to fulfill more. I'm always up to go type of person, so I cannot just sit around home and doing nothing. I had a very busy schedule, and not just the one job to two job, three job, while I'm moving from one place to another place. I started in Hong Kong basically from distribution. Now, fashion world and has lots of different role to play. Either be buy side or the seller as a buyer or brand as itself. So distribution is widely ranged to know by you're distributing certain brand out to other market or other country. So distribution has been, you learn a lot of how from one A part to B part work, and as kind of a middle person too. So I done that when I was in Hong Kong, to distributing to Asia Pacific, lots of retail store from small size to big department store. I started with the U.S. brand. I done that for a while to building clientele and customer service and understanding the trend that time, and review all the brands, what's upcoming their design, and so I can communicate, deliver it to the buy side, which is the buyers. And then I also involved with my own design, which is I started my own handbag design, providing to custom tailor-made for the clientele. And I started from design one, and I was wondering if I will ever sell. And within a short period, 6 months, I sold 300 tailor-made. So that was another experience. So I done that too. And then at the meantime, I've been attending and got invited to attend lots of a fashion week. So not just the Hong Kong, because I was in the Asian market that time. 2016, and we moved back to the States where my husband rooted, and our son goes to private school. And I wasn't sure what I'm gonna do, because a very different background where I'm from Hong Kong, like a busy, and to very settled, the life quality is just amazing here. But then for work-wise, I wasn't sure what should I do. So I opened a boutique as Underground Fashion, and now I done distribution, I done designer, I done buyer. Now I'm doing worked it as a retailer as Underground Fashion. Luckily, I had experience how the distribution work as a previous experience and how to buyer to pick, select the collection. So it really helped me guide it through when I opened the retail, where should I step by step to aiming, where should I go, and how do I get settled, how do I get by a brand. My specialty always been French label, that with my past experience. So for me, it was easier to contact with the brand in the French, and they understand my circumstances, so they were giving me 100% fully support the lots of brands. So I started brought in lots of a French brand along with the U.S. brand, because I wasn't sure U.S. how the buying market happened, how the retail store happened. Remember, I was doing lots of Asian people targeted. Now back to U.S., I'm targeting lots of Western people clientele. So that was a different.
And you really did learn your clientele. A lot of the summer people in Falmouth and on Cape Cod would come to your store because they knew you had not only gorgeous clothes, but you also had an amazing line of cosmetics. You had a lot of European cosmetics, and you would do makeovers for people.
I started with the ready-to-wear with a fashion outfit, and I slowly realized in my area there are very lack of lots of store providing cosmetic or skincare type of a storefront. And I always a fanatic, passionate about a skincare, which is I do care, self-care at home. And slowly I communicate with lots of my clientele. They were asking me, oh, how to do the skin, how to do, do this, do that. So I decided to bring in lots of skincare that I know I'm familiar with, and which is that you have to be work, because I'm not just a selling or selling the brand. Because our area, resort area, so lots of people who had a suntan, there are lots of stressed skin, they come in asking me for help. So I was guiding through lots of clientele, how to care, how do you do yourself. Then actually word of mouth went up. So I start to carry full selection of not just the clothing, I have a skincare, also have a cosmetic, how to make up. And then I carry a lot of lifestyle stuff, so people who are hair care and the rest of the other stuff. So we have a shortage in this area, which is good to providing all-in-one service. So fashion is not just what you wear, it's all about head to toe. How do you look like? Take care of your skin, but also how to styling yourself, make yourself more comfortable and confident.
Now, I find this all fascinating. I think that a lot of people find the whole fashion industry fascinating. So whenever Joan and I would come over and visit the shop and drop in and see those delicious clothes, and you did an enormous amount of advertising every day. You would take pictures of yourself in the clothes and put them up online. So Joan and I would follow Underground Fashion all the time to see what was going on. Fitting room, you just try on different things. You're the right size, and you're lovely, and you have gorgeous skin, and so you really did show off the clothes. It really did work. But I want to get back to the showroom, and I'm going to talk for a minute. You're going to be promoting 5 different Korean designers in a showroom, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I'm still working on Underground Fashion. It's not I left alone. That one is still going because that's my baby.
Yes.
Expanded showroom, I finally found the niche. Meaning is, when every season, I go to New York for buying, either go to the showroom or go to trade show. See lots of international brand comes in more into the New York market. As I said, I'm Korean, and I see lots of Korean brand, and I see they're struggling, not knowing what market is offered. They just are shooting here, there. So I see that, and I said, you know what? There's a room I can discover some good brand, and then make their international debut in New York, because that's what the purpose they want to come into international market. I had an open showroom, and I actually come out with a suddenly friend of mine who that friends with a almost 22 years. And she's the expertise on all those trade shows, bring more brands coming in. It's almost a government subsidiary to work with sponsoring lots of Korean designer to the trade show. So she said, she was talking lots of difficulty how the Korean brand, language barrier, time difference, and trend, and how to American system work in the buying industry. And as I said, the underground fashion, they put me a lots of knowledge when I go to New York, I'm doing the buying because I went to the showroom, so that's a process. So they gave me a kind of lots of input. So I decided to open the showroom that not just the screening, discovering new, young, emerging brand, but also the brand that consistently, they're very creative, they build and manufacture and quality craftsmanship and everything include. And when they're ready, and then my job is to showing not just the New York market as an international, can be a Paris or Milan, or now Shanghai is big. So fashion trend, as you heard, the New York Fashion Week, somewhere Paris Fashion Week, the fashion trend is always starting now at the current season is from Korea. So you meet lots of a new designer. Oh my God, there are so many designers and there are lots of creative. But I always tell designer, if you want to enter any market, you gotta know where you stand as an emerging brand. You gotta know the trend. You gotta know how well your design stands for. If you don't understand your own design, you can't persuade any buyers say what your design stands for. So I always tell the designer, when you design, and also very important, you have to be consistent. Because when the buyers are looking is a consistent design, not like a up and down. We don't know what your design gonna be like next, So knowing your design, knowing what fabric, knowing what iconic, that consistently your collection gonna come every season is very crucial. So I always give them review from head to toe before actually it launching in the market. So Seoul Fashion Week is the first one. And then after Seoul Fashion Week, it moves to New York market. And that's all the set day. Well, in America, mostly brand name has a lot of season, meaning they have spring, pre-spring, holiday, summer. They probably have 6. Now in Europe or in Korea, Asia, we only have 2 seasons, which is tied up together, meaning spring, summer, and fall, winter. So 2 seasons. And spring, summer, and fall, winter at this time, it always spring, summer is somewhere around September. And then fall, winter is somewhere at the end of February or March. That's a buying time for the season. So after New York is finished, then it moved to Milan, and Milan to Paris. And then right now, from Paris, after done, then it goes to Shanghai. So it's Fashion Week, it just goes around the circle. So lots of designers have to ready. So there are lots of pressure too, because the design is not just come easy. So you have to design, and then you have to see what fabric you're good at putting in your design, and you have to do fitting. Because sometimes you imagine your design and your fabric, you make it, maybe the outcome is different. Maybe you're not satisfied. You have to have a finishing, all the samples made for the trade show is very crucial. So my job is I'm going Korea, because our upcoming, I'm bringing 5 Korean brand, emerging brand. New York, September market, which is we're gonna showing at not the showroom, but as a curate. Curate is a showroom platform with not a huge like a quarterly. Now, trade show, we have a lot in New York. We have a quarterly, that's the biggest quarterly, right? All the brand coming there, And then next February, fall, winter, we're gonna showing at the curate. So I just want to make sure these are 5 brands coming in, they are all ready to go as showing at the New York at September. So that's why I'm going this Sunday for. For me, how I look at a Korean designer, because I go Korea twice a year now, I notice they are very uprising, not just as a market-wise right now in U.S. because of K-pop, K-beauty, K-food, K-drama. My mother-in-law even watched a K-drama at the Netflix.
That's right.
I was shocked, even though she
loves them.
So within that, and now is a time in already, probably a couple of years already, they are a Korean brand. There are lots of buyers and also inquire lots of Korean brand because they are very creative. And then when I was in Korea, I saw design point of view and was like, they are very artistic. So it's not like I'm competing with you. We make a same style. No, they know what they want. They know what they design. And sometimes they a little bit perfectionist because they want to execute it really, really well. But if you want to enter our market in US, you got to understand what's our trend because it's not work. You bring your design matching to your culture and your country and size-wise too.
Exactly.
And here, it won't work. So it's my job to tell them that this is a trend right now. So of course, I need to go do lots of market research because I need to keep up with what's the market trend is keep changing. Changing and changing. So I need to be up in the front and gather all those research, the information, and then for me to deliver those designer, this is what I'm gonna be like. So they can get the idea that what I researched from, so then they can moving forward for their design.
Okay, Korea is an emerging nation right now in many, many ways, which I find fascinating. In the news often. Now, when you go to Korea and you're there for like 2 weeks at a time, you do more social media than anybody I know on earth. And you do it like a daily blog, and you show just walking down the street. You'll have photographs just how the women are dressed. You're going to be representing here in the States.
Yes. Social media is big now.
Very big.
We have to keep learning because never enough because they keep developing.
Right.
For me, if I've never been doing fashion industry business or showroom or retail store, I probably pursue travel or food blogger.
Yes. Yes.
Because I really like it. So when I go to Korea, I know my main job is for fashion or this and that. But I love the hitting all different spots. I love to see all the different cultural, how the architecture set with their in-store, out-store. So it's a shame because I want to share. So I always take a quick, I'm not a professional photographer, but at least I know how to use my phone camera. And then I do editing, just putting in there so people can see what's it like. Now more and more people interesting about the Korea or so. I know the lots of people who are traveling to Korea and they have a very positive, good feedback about the cultural and the food-wise too. So that's great, and I'm happy for it.
This is timely for you.
I can tell myself I'm in the right time in the right place.
I agree.
And doing the right thing. Now I'm working at home. I mean, it's great. So not just I can manage my own time, and so I working a certain time because of time difference in Korea. Most of the designer in Korea, so I have to talk to them either very late at night or very early in the morning. And then my current customer clientele are U.S. time zone, so that works. For me, that wasn't very big challenging because I love to enjoy the work during the quietness at nighttime anyway. So that doesn't really bother me. I spend most of the time to try and improve, to learn more social media. As I said, they're expanding dramatically. So unless you have to up in hands, keep up with it, otherwise you get
Yeah, you get left behind.
Yeah, you get left behind.
Yeah.
So you always have to keep up to it. And some people get really stressed about it. Oh, why not getting follower? Why? What do I do wrong? It's not about that. It's not about the find a niche and do this. I think mostly you just focus on what you do and what you like, and you don't need to be rocket science to do. And I learned basically all from YouTube or thing, and slowly I'm building, and then now I'm creating one social media. It only takes about less than 2 minutes. Used to be 2 hours.
Yes. Oh,
Yes. I finally found passion about what I like to do. That's why I said, I think this is it. I'm in the right time, in the right place, and what I'm trying to do. And I think that this is it. First of all, this September, we're showing at the Curate,
Yes.
which is the name of the trade show, which is a showroom type of event.
Yes.
We're showing there. There are lots of other brands from, Germany, from France, from Japan, will be also there showing too.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure that all the designers ready, prep for the show, get the lookbook ready, get the line sheet ready. I'm doing lots of marketing or campaign and this and that. At least for 2 seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter, year 2025, we'll be at the Curate. Next year, by 26, spring, summer, we'll be in a big showroom. We're not sure yet, so we're still on the changing plan and move forward, depending how many brands we're gonna be screened and coming in. So that's a lot of work, because I'm going to Korea and I have a meeting with lots of new upcoming rising designer. How are you gonna be discovery for them? How are you gonna be incubate them? How well they're gonna do? It's all question mark. So for me, I always tell the Korean brand, they have to build and their reputation where they in the locally first, okay, as an emerging brand. I want them to get ready before they enter in U.S. market. So it's all carefully curated, handpicked, and talk to the designer. So we talk to the designer, understanding what's difficult and what is they plan to do. So all combined together and become one full collection.
So to wrap this all up, and this is such a new venture for you. See if you can give us not only an overview, but what your hopes and your expectations are from this very exciting venture.
I've done customer experience on my retail. At the end of the day, all the collection is there for the end user. People like you, people like me, people like customers. Each designer, they represent their own color, meaning I have a brand called Darri, D-A-R-R-I, and it's a very modern, minimal, the structure style that fit into like every day. So it's not gonna be, we always say timeless. No, it's not. It's so easy and mix and match. The people can wear day and night, not just the party. We also have asparagus. Now, asparagus, right?
Yes.
Asparagus is the male designer. His name is Jay. I think started from the Paris, from European market, and now coming into U.S. market. I love his design because it's not just the unisex. Now everywhere is unisex. Man wears who knows, right? Woman wears the husband stealing husband T-shirt and things like that. His design is not just the feminine, but mixed with the masculine. It's a very unique. It's getting very popular uprising and had a tons of experience in the international market already. So I don't particularly need to lecture him because he gets it.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
Mostly, mainly all black color, but that's fine. Yeah, that's his iconic too. And we have Unju Ko. Now, her name is Ko Unju, but always spelling first name and last name, so Unju Ko. She used lots of comfortable, easy daily access wear with the jersey or linen, So it's a very specialized and certain fabric. So we have all the design are different personality. We also have a called Seal, S-E-A-E-L. Yes, also is a feminine, use the fabric of the sometimes silk or flannel. I'm not bringing same design for combine all these brands. They all have their own iconic, they are style. So I will see what's the market in a buyer's view, what their feedback gonna be. I'm interested, I wanna know too.
I'm just so glad that I'm going to be able to follow you along on this adventure because you'll tell me how things are going and I'll be able to tap into your social media and underground fashion and find out your experience because you'll send me pictures from showrooms too.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here
Thank you.
today. This has been a lot of fun and keep in touch, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
So follow up my social media. As a
Yes.
showroom part is NK Showroom, _official. And then my store will be Underground Fashion, _boutique.
Well, thanks again, sweetie.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Ann.
Okay. This has been the Vineyard View. Keep your eye on NK Showroom because this is going to be an exciting adventure.